Hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how you can create your own simple financial assistant or any kind of simple assistant through API keys from large language models. So the large language model we'll be using today is called NVIDIA Nano 9B V2. So firstly we'll have to fetch the API key. So we'll be using its API key through Open Router. It is all free of charge, it will cost you nothing. Just open Open Router on your favorite browser. In Open Router create your account and in the search section type this heading. So it should take you to this page, then scroll down, create a API key, take a look at the Python documentation because we'll be writing the code in Python. Take a look at this code, save your API key, and I'll now meet you inside PyCharm. So now let's dig into the coding part. Before we get into the coding part, we'll have to save the API key in an environment variable. So let's create an environment variable. First, I've already done it. I'll just tell you how you can do it. Just right click on the root folder, go to new, create a file. Inside the file type .env and it will take you to a blank page. On the blank page you can save your API key by any name. For example, if you can save your API key as API key is equal to, and then just paste your API key here. So I've already done it in the environment variable. I'll not do it again. Let's start the coding part by importing the important things. So let's import some modules first. Import requests, and another one we'll be needing is import OS to deal with the environment variable, and one more will be from .env import load.env. Yeah, now let's first fetch the API key. So this function will help us in fetching the API key. So let's name it here API key is equal to os dot get environment variable, and here we have to paste the name of the variable we have stored the environment in. We have stored the API key in the .env file. For example, if in the .env file you have made it something like API key is equal to then your API key, then you have to paste this inside here. I hope you get it. So in my .env file, I have named it NVIDIA API key. So let's type it NVIDIA API key. Don't get this wrong, because if you get this wrong, the whole thing will not work. And now I'll give you an example of how we can create a simple financial assistant. So for example, if I want to decide that whether should I invest in gold or not, so let's select asset class first. Asset is equal to gold. You can do anything here. You can put any company name or any ETF, any mutual fund, etc., whatever you want to do. Then what I'll have to do is I'll have to create a system prompt. The system prompt tells the large language model how it is supposed to behave. So if I'm creating a financial assistant, I'll tell the model that behave as a financial advisor. So that is what system prompt does. So let's create a system prompt. I'll tell the system to act like a financial advisor. And the next thing I'll have to do is I'll have to create a user message. The user message is the message which the user will ask to the system. For example, if I want to seek advice from the system, I'll ask the system that should I invest in a particular company, or should I invest in gold, or should I invest in a particular mutual fund scheme. So that is what the user message will do. I'll be using f string here. Should I invest in, and the asset class which I selected. Now as we have written the system prompt and the user message, let's call the API. So response dot post will be posting the data. Response dot no response is equal to request dot post. Yeah, my bad. Request dot post. So we'll have to specify the link. So just copy paste this much part in the request dot post. So this is where we'll be calling the AI. So we'll be sending data to the open router chat completion API. We'll have to add some headers as well for authorization. We'll have to mention the API key. We'll have to specify the content type. We'll be sending data in JSON type, and the title of the page. So if it is an investment advisor, I have written an investment advisor here. You can write anything you want. So let's now specify the JSON. This will be sending to the API. The model we'll be using is, so we'll have to mention the name of the model here. Just copy paste this from the open or outer website. If you get anything wrong here, the model will not work. Now we'll have to send the message we want to send to the AI model. So let's specify the message. In the message we'll have to specify the system prompt and the user prompt. For system prompt, we'll mention your system, and then the content of the system prompt we have already mentioned above. The name is system prompt, yeah, system prompt. And then the next thing we'll have to mention is the user prompt. So it is almost similar to this. Let's just copy paste this. Control C, Control V. Align it properly. The role will be, this is the user prompt. So user, and this will be user prompt. Yeah. And the next thing we'll have to mention, let's see if the brackets are closed properly. I have checked and corrected all the alignment issues and the comma issues. Now it should work perfectly. So let's move on to printing, the calling the data and printing the results of the AI model. So response data is equal to response dot JSON. It will convert the JSON into a Python object so we can deal with it properly. So the message is equal to response dot response data dot get choice. If choice does not exist, then return this. Yeah. And next thing will be get. We are fetching the content from the response which will come from the AI model. Message. If message does not exist, then dot get content of the data. Content. If content does not exist, I'll return blank. Yeah, pretty much it. Let's print the message. Print message dot strip, or if it does not exist, then no response found. No response found. Let's check for any mistakes in the code. So I have checked the code for any mistakes. I think the code seems fine. I have also run the code in the background. So to some technical issue, it was not recorded. So I'll show you the response. So the response you will maybe not be able to see in the screen recording video. I'll attach the image of the response. It has given us advisor. You can create any different kind of advisor by playing with the system and user prompt. Hope you like the video. Keep learning. See you next time.